Hey everyone, I just wanted to get on here and encourage you very, very quickly. And I pray that this blesses you and encourages you as it has blessed me. And I pray that I'm able to articulate it in the way that it made it feel good to my spirit. But I just want you to envision this really quickly. As if if you've ever broken a glass or had someone, someone who broke a glass and they think they have cleaned everything up, but unfortunately, sometimes those glass shards get left behind, and you don't know that it's there until you come in barefoot and you step on it and it penetrates your foot, and it's going to cause pain. It may cause pain, and it may cause some to bleed out, and it just may be pain. You may not bleed out, but anytime your skin is penetrated, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get a little bit of blood. And so I just wanted you to envision that really quickly, because sometimes, as people of God, as those who have been called by God, as those who walk in the Spirit, God has given us a word deep down in our bellies, and sometimes we don't go forth because there is an enemy that is lurking. Because you may be barefoot in the Spirit. You may have come in and you don't have the coverings because you wasn't expecting to have stepped on a piece of glass. You wasn't expecting to experience any type of pain. But those words that have been given to you, we we don't say them, and we don't give them to the world as God has given us to give to the world, because there are glass shards that have been that has hurt us. And those glass shards can come in forms of words. It can come in forms of actions. And so when you think that when you experience that pain, or when you experience uh, that glass in your foot, you go to take it out. You go to make sure that you clean the wound. You go to make sure that you bandage it up, or put a little ointment on it so that it heals properly. Because if there have been dirt left behind, if there was anything to cause bacteria on that little glass shard, if you just take it out and go on about your day, then it could later on cause infection because you did not take care of that wound properly. And so this is what we're dealing with in the body of God, in the body of Christ, is that we have been hurt in ways that we didn't expect it, and it came out of nowhere, and it has caused us pain. So it has caused us to sit back and take that thing in, and we didn't manage it properly. We didn't take care of our wound, and we let it get infected. And so when it gets infected, it hinders us from walking in obedience. It hinders us from doing the things that we would normally do, because if your foot gets infected, you're not going to be able to get up and exercise. You're not going to be able to get up and walk. You're not going to be able to get up and go help this person, because you are now tending to that wound that if you had tended to when it was when the first time, if you had tended to it the first time, and I'm gonna slow down because I'm getting excited, but if you had tended to it the first time, then it may not have caused that infection that is hindering you from now doing the thing that you have been called to do, or doing the thing that you are supposed to do. And so I want to encourage you today that when when the enemy comes in, you want to make sure that you just don't sweep it under the rug, or you don't want to ignore it. You want to tend to it while it's fresh, and so that it will not get infected, so that you can continue to heal. And the healing that we need comes from God. So you place that thing, you give that thing to God, you tend to it. You don't want to play, you're not playing victim, but you're tending to it. There is a difference in playing victim, and there is a difference in tending to a wound that hurts. And so sometimes when we experience those wounds, it comes from people who are broken, that may throw glass shards, or those things that people, you have been broken, and you are throwing shards at yourself. You didn't clean it up the way that you thought you did, and so something invisible there was left behind, and now it is now affecting you. So I pray that you are encouraged in knowing that it's okay to tend to those wounds. It's okay to give healing time. It's okay to go before the Lord and say, I need healing. I need you to help me to tend to this in the proper way. So when you call me to go forth, that I am able, that I'm not ignoring it. And so when you call me to go forth, that I'm now tending to an old wound. We don't want to tend to anything old. So I pray that you understand this. I pray that I was able to articulate it in a way that for you to know that it's okay to tend to your wounds. It's okay to tend to what's fresh so it does not get infected, so it does not hinder your process, it does not hinder your purpose, it does not hinder your call. It's okay, because sometimes those broken and those shattered things are there to hurt us. But when we understand and when we have foresight to know that, hey, there's a possibility there's some broken glass in here, so I'm going to go in covered. I'm going to go in with shoes. I'm going to go in with, the shoes of peace. I'm going to go in with the helmet of salvation. I'm going to go in with the full armor of God on before this thing can infect me, before this thing can harm me or cause me any pain. And so we're going to now go forth knowing that we need to go in covered. And if you don't go in covered, it's okay, because healing is available. And that, if you don't ignore it, the proper healing and the proper time to take care of it is also available. So just be encouraged on today. Keep your faith, keep going strong, keep blessing the Lord, keep showing God gratitude, because he is doing a new thing. And that thing that you feel, that tug that you feel, that word that you feel in your belly, you will be able to go forth in that time. You will not walk in disobedience. You will not walk in hindrance. You will not walk in procrastination, because you have took the time to have yourself covered, or you've taken the time to heal properly. So I pray that this word blesses you. I pray that this word encourages you. And I pray that whoever God has given a word to, that you now have the ability to stand up in the strength that God has given you, and the confidence that God has given you, to go forth and to bring other brothers and sisters into the body of Christ with love. I hope you all have a blessed day. Be encouraged. Bye-bye.